I've grown to love the Hyatt program. It is one of the smaller hotel chains in the US when compared to the likes of Marriott and Hilton, but I do believe that they provide one of the strongest programs across all hotel chains. In today's video, we'll break down the World of Hyatt program and specifically talk about the milestone awards that you can earn as you stay with the Hyatt program. If you're new here, my name is Abhi. This is Credit Debit with Abhi. If you like content like this, hit the like and subscribe button. And like we do in all of our videos, without further ado, let's dive in. The Milestone Benefits. This rewards you for not just achieving a certain tier within the World of Hyatt program, but also rewards you for staying a certain number of nights with Hyatt. The accumulation of these benefits start at 20 nights, and you get these benefits every 10 night all the way up to 150 night in a calendar year. The benefits include the like of bonus points, club access awards, suite upgrades, American Airlines status, the Find portal which allows you to book experiences and is a portal that's owned by Hyatt. And last but definitely not the least, the Guest of Honor reward, which means you can actually give Globalist status to someone else or to yourself for a period of your stay up to 7 nights at a Hyatt property. With the benefits out of the way, I want to talk about 3 things that you need to keep in mind to be able to make the most out of these milestone awards. Let's start with the first one, and that is what are some of the awards that you should probably avoid. And I have 3 awards that I do think you should avoid. Number 1 is the Club Access Award. On paper, they look great because they give you access to free breakfast and access to the club lounges at Hyatt properties. But there is a small issue. These club lounges are primarily available at Hyatt Regencies, and while Hyatt Regency has one of the largest footprints within the Hyatt umbrella, not all Hyatt Regencies have Regency clubs. If you wanted to use these Club Access Awards at a property like the Park Hyatt, you probably wouldn't be able to. The second award that you should probably avoid is the Find Experience credit. If you're choosing between this and something like a suite upgrade certificate, I would pick the suite upgrade certificate 9 out of 10 times. The first problem I have with the Find Experience credit is that you don't even get a decent sized credit unless you get to 70 nights with Hyatt, which is a lot of nights. And if you're planning to use it for an experience like a spa treatment, it doesn't even cover a large part of that spa treatment. The only exception where I would choose the Find credit is if I knew I was traveling to a city which had a lot of history and I was about to go on a walking tour or visit museums while I was out there. But even with that, you can make the argument that you can pay that out of pocket and instead choose an award like the suite upgrade. And the third reward I would probably stay away from is the American Airlines Gold status that you get at 70 nights. Not a lot of people are going to be worried about this particular reward given it comes in at 70 nights, but if you are someone who's chasing Hyatt status and intends to stay at Hyatt properties for 70 nights in a year, the reason I don't really like this award is that this is the lowest tier of American Airlines membership loyalty. And you can get all of this benefits by choosing a Citi credit card that costs you $95 every single year. And I'm talking about the Citi American Airlines AAdvantage Platinum Select credit. You get access to priority check-in, you get access to free check bags, and as for the complimentary upgrades with the gold status, since this is the lowest tier status within the American Airlines program, your chances of getting an upgrade are very close to 0. So don't waste your award on American Airlines Gold status, use it for something else instead. With the first thing out of the way, let's talk about the second thing that you need to keep in mind as you're thinking about these awards, and that is how to utilize the suite upgrade certificates when you get them. You start earning the suite upgrade certificates at 40 nights and then you get them at 50 nights, 60 nights and so on. And if you do not know what the suite upgrade certificates do for you, it basically guarantees a suite upgrade even if you book a basic room, as long as there is suite upgrade availability within the hotel. If you have a destination that you've been targeting and you're staying at a pretty good Hyatt hotel and you're staying there for a decent amount of time, that's where I'd recommend using the suite upgrade certificates. I've seen people use these for single night stays, and while that can make sense if the suite night upgrade certificate is going to be expiring or you don't intend to be staying at Hyatt properties for the rest of the year, for every other scenario I would recommend using suite upgrade certificates for properties where you're staying for a long duration so that you can enjoy the suite upgrade for up to 7 nights, or at flagship Hyatt properties where the suite experience is something that you'll remember for a very, very long time. I'll give you an example. When we went to Park Hyatt New York earlier this year, sometime around August, we stayed there for 4 nights. And if you haven't checked out the review of the hotel, I'll link it up there. Bear in mind that there are properties like the Park Hyatt in New York that do not allow you to apply the upgrade certificates directly on the application. What you'll need to do to apply suite upgrade certificates in these cases is actually call a number and see if a suite upgrade is available. And that's because some of these flagship properties protect who can get access to these suites. But other than that, you can actually use suite upgrade certificates while you're going through the booking process online, apply it and confirm an upgrade. This, in some cases, can lead to thousands of dollars in value depending on how long you're staying for and where you're staying. And the last thing I want you to keep in mind is the power of the Guest of Honor reward. Similar to the suite upgrade certificates, you start earning them at 40 nights. And what this allows you to do, like I said earlier, is give globalist status to either yourself or someone that's going to be traveling to a Hyatt property soon. And what this does is that for the period of your stay, you're treated like a globalist member, which means you get access to free breakfast for 2 people, you get access to lounges, you get preference for room upgrades all the way up to suites. And in essence, if you're traveling to somewhere like Asia, you're treated like royalty. And for context, globalist is the highest tier status within the Hyatt program. Here are the 2 ways I would envision using them. Number 1 is to apply the certificate for a stay that you're going to be having. I'll take the example of the Park Hyatt in New York again, where I actually did use a Guest of Honor certificate because I was unable to find a suite upgrade. And you might be wondering, if you're not getting an upgrade to the suite, why would one use the Guest of Honor certificate? And the answer is simple. Like I said, you get access to free breakfast for 2 people. At Park Hyatt in New York, I'd value those breakfasts at $40 a person. So over the course of 4 days, that's a total value of about $300 to $320. And since we were visiting New York at the time, we would have had to spend the money anyways to buy breakfast. The other and the second way I'd think about using the Guest of Honor certificate is to gift it to someone else that you love, your family, or your friends. Imagine a situation where you've gotten to globalist status, meaning you probably are never going to need the Guest of Honor certificate for yourself. Gifting it to someone else, especially if they are going to be staying at a destination property or staying at a Hyatt property for a long period of time, is going to make their experience that much better. You're basically allowing them to feel like $1 million during their vacation. For example, especially this time of the year in December, if you're thinking about a holiday gift to give to someone and you know that they're going to be traveling to a Hyatt location, think about gifting them a Guest of Honor certificate if you have that within your profile. In my opinion, it's an excellent way to say, I'm grateful for you. That's it for today's video. Those are the 3 things that I think you should know about when thinking about the Milestone Awards associated with the World of Hyatt program. Let me know in the comments below how you use these awards or how you would use these awards if you had access to them. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.